Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of the Radio Data podcast. Today our expert guest is Liudmyla Taranenko, who works as Head of Data Science at Metadata. Liudmyla, it's our pleasure to have you in our show.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
As always, let's start with the introduction. So could you please tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I started learning math at the university. So I finished and graduated as applied mathematician and applied economics. So I'm really glad that I chose that journey because right now in this reach of technologies and AI techniques world, I can really see how I can apply my knowledge. And then I started to work as the data analyst. So I think that is the best journey for any mathematician, data scientist to start like from the bottom, start from the statistics, analytics, and then go deeper and deeper with modeling and so on. So then I worked as a data scientist with different modeling. And basically what I want to emphasize that I worked in the outsource company. So I was involved in so many different projects and learned different technologies from the chatbots to prediction models, forecasting, time series analysis, and so on. And then back to August 2021, I joined Metadata. And what I can say that I was scared that it will be boring for me to work in product company because it's just one product. For me, the person who worked in outsource company with various projects every day, I thought that, oh my God, one project, only one niche, one business domain, what I will do there. And I honestly said that on my interview. And then everyone laughed on that because, oh my God, you would not ever be bored at Metadata. So I was skeptical. And now after more than 1 year, I can say definitely that I was not bored and I'm not bored today. Why? Because it's even more interesting when you work in the product because you see the real outcome of your solutions, of your models. You know how users interact with that. You know the real feedback because you directly work with them. You can collect this feedback. You see in action, and that for me it's a true pleasure because when you just do some theoretical modeling and comparing to applied modeling, when you see it as a real product, that's a different story. And so in terms of metadata, let me give a short overview on metadata. So that's the platform for marketers. We want to improve their life, and basically our mission critical is to automate as much as possible their daily routine and give the extra time, extra effort to push into experimentation, different strategies, testing different strategies, and make their life easier with campaigns building, with strategies buildings, and metadata collect under one umbrella different parts, stages of the marketing journey. So we help them to build audiences, to target specific people, then to build the campaigns based on the different ingredients, to do the experimentation, what is more engaging for the specific target audience, and what is more important is to optimize all their actions. How we optimize that? So we work with budgeting, we work with all these components together, and with like a few clicks, you have a full picture, what you done, what is the outcome, and what can be improved.
So imagine that I'm a user of metadata. So could you describe from my perspective what tasks, repetitive tasks, can be delegated to metadata so that they could be done automatically or very efficiently by your platform, so that I can save more time into for thinking about the strategy, about the most critical marketing initiatives?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, what is the most time consuming is to create different combinations. So you have a lot of assets to build your campaign. So it's the audience, the offer, the creative, the image, the video, whatever you want to show to the users to target them. And then you need to find the most efficient combination. So you have different assets, and you need to find the most efficient combination to target and basically to sell your product. Okay, so with metadata, you can test all these different combinations like in a few clicks, because we do all these combinations for you. You just select the parameters, and then we create all these combinations, find the most efficient, pause and like remove what doesn't work, and then like the winners will perform and generate you leads, which can be then processed with the sales team. Then the huge part, the big module of metadata is reporting, and reporting on what you've done. So basically the final numbers which give you the real answer, what is going on. And what I want to emphasize, that we don't talk about like generated lead only. We talk about like other parameters, because under metadata you can connect a marketing automation tool, you can connect your CRM, and then you will have more information about the pipeline, about the leads quality. So it's not just, oh, it's some lead, so it's some person who interacted with your ad. No, we know that what exactly this person, like what is the goal, what is the need for this person, because we combine all the data sources, and we have so many data flows and data sources which is combined, processed, and polished under one umbrella. And then you have all the reporting from like impression only, just showing the ad in the news feed. And the last point, closed won opportunity, which means basically the sell for your business. So we support you during all this journey. And that's why if you like integrate all these tools, then you don't need to worry about like, oh, I have some information there, some information there. Everything is in one place. And then you can definitely see what like influence this sell, what is the part done based on this particular advertisement. So that's like the main thing I would say. So, and basically, oh, sorry, one more thing to mention, that we help to drive this revenue. So not only to show what you done, but also we help to drive this revenue with the different optimizations done during this process, and you just like collect the results.
Yeah, so I have just one more follow-up question about the product. Do you have any like preferred segment of the customers, or it's for all businesses?
So I would say, like in short answer, yes, it will be suitable for everyone. What give us this answer? Because first of all, the audience you build, the target audience you want to advertise and show them the ads. Okay, this is where we start, and we have like enormous number of data to build this audience, like 800 million records, and these people like across the world, and you can find your specific niche based on your like criteria, and it can be like from agriculture to IT, so it's really a wide range. But what I would like to define as well, that it mainly will be suitable for B2B companies, business to business. However, I know that we also have some specific niche for B2C companies, for example, e-commerce direction. So it also will help with all the marketing strategies and so on. So I would say I don't see any limitation, but the best suitable like niche is B2B companies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. And you mentioned that you have a lot of data that you use at Metadata to make your product better. So could you tell more about the data sources that you use in your product, and also maybe about analytics that you use on top of this data?
Sure. So in terms of enormous data flow, so when I joined Metadata, I was like swamped with all tables, data structures, everything we have. And basically my first year and my goal for the first year was to like sort it out, sort all this data to see the biggest impact of each area, but in more details. So first of all, as I already mentioned, the first data source is contacts and companies data, firmographic data, to target and create the audience, specific audience. So how we target people? So we need to know more information about their location, their interest, their company, their industry, and other parameters to create a specific target audience for our campaigns. So how we do that? So we have some external third-party vendors which have already this information, and we just with like suitable and useful convenient UI, we give users ability to choose this like criteria for their target audience, and then we send this data to the channel, and channel I mean LinkedIn, Facebook, advertisement channel, and target these people. So to work with this data, again, we know that the main problem for any data source is data quality, and the main challenges here is to work with the missing values or incorrect values. So data preparation is super vital, and I would say that more data doesn't mean like better results. So more qualified data means better results, and now we like follow this direction that it's better to polish existing data as much as we can. I mean, what we did right now, we have three major like data vendors which we use to build these audiences. So what we did, we combined these three data sources together. It might sound like easy, but this is like a big data, terabytes of data, and the rules to do the complement data source. So each data source complement each other. It's like a challenge. It was a challenging task, but I can say that yes, we did that. So that's the first direction: data vendors and data sources for audience building. The next thing is our customers' data, their performance, the information and stats about their campaigns, how they run them, what is the outcome, what they generate, their revenue data, and so on. So to have this for the reporting in one place, again, it should be combined, find a way, a lot of, not always it's just, okay, we join the data by ID. No, it doesn't work that way, because when the data is might be fuzzy, we don't have like exact IDs, just keys to connect the data. So it's also like challenging to find the way, and we call it like attribution model, how to attribute the data from one source to another source. So it's like one of our like key features on the platform, to find this attribution and do that like for any client, not only one specific use case, but to cover a lot of business cases. So that's this. The second huge thing. The next data source and flow, it's like platform usage analytics. For now, we are using Panda tool to know which features is utilized the most, what users face maybe some issues, or they don't use some specific areas on the platform, so that we use this data also to analyze the behavior of the users, how they which features may be underestimated from their perspective, and so on. So that's also the source for the analysis, like just behavioral analysis. And also the huge niche which we kicked off, I would say, this like recently, it's our Salesforce.com data. I don't know if anyone faced with this like huge world of everything, because there you will have like a lot. And since the data in Salesforce can be customized, you can create any view for yourself. And then it might be like, again, challenging for data scientists, data analysts to work with this data, to polish the flows and so on. And what we did, so I already mentioned how we use some of the data sources for the platform specifically, but in terms of internal channel of like analysis and modeling. I think that like big companies, they definitely have internal analysis of their customers' behavior and their retention mechanisms. And also we did that in metadata as well. First of all, we built account signals dashboard, which will show you like early signals with some weaknesses for the specific customers, and then you can act earlier to identify these weaknesses, to solve them, to communicate them, and this will help you not to lose this customer, and basically for them not to lose some opportunities. So that's it, I would say. Definitely there are a lot of more things, but that's like the major ones. Yeah.
Based on what you said, I understand that you use data for internal analytics to understand how product is used, what features are frequently or not frequently used, or maybe how to build the product roadmap to address the needs that customers have. Plus, also you use external data, for example, to build the audience for marketers, and also use the data to show interesting dashboards, reports, maybe forecasts and insights to end users, to marketers.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And how about analytics? Do you use some kind of sophisticated data science models in any of your use cases?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I mentioned that, for example, creation of universal metadata data source, UMDS. People like it, create abbreviations. So here we applied neural networks, especially like text models, to predict so basically, in order to combine the data sources, we need to find the common cases. So again, as I mentioned, it's not just like we did that by ID. So we applied neural networks to find the similarities in the text and combine the data together. So that's the first like huge involvement of the AI techniques. Also, for the predictions, in terms of predictions, especially for the retention. So here, the task is to predict if we have low chances for the customers to proceed with our product. And also, one of our key differentiators, which I didn't mention yet, it's budget optimization. So that's where we build the algorithm to optimize the budget utilization, customers' budget utilization, based on the campaign's performance and their outcome, the pipeline driven based on this ads, and with the help of DS techniques, and we build the algorithm which basically do the optimization instead of user. So find the best, do that budget redistribution in the most efficient way.
What is the frequency of your machine learning models? Like, do they work in real-time manner so that the insights or the optimizations are calculated continuously when the end users are using the product, or are they done in some batch manner, like every day, every week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So based on our purposes, we implemented batch prediction, since in real time it will be too frequent. So if we got some event and we like suddenly recalculated something, this I would say that then system will be a little bit unstable, because it's too frequent and too minor events to suddenly recalculate everything. So yeah, we did that in batch manner, and the frequency is custom because it depends on your specific needs and your like business needs.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell more about the tech stack that you use at Metadata to collect, store, process data, and also build your machine learning models?
Yeah. So right now, the most used tool is Databricks with the help of big data technologies like Spark and PySpark, and also like traditional Python modules and tools. But yeah, again, since we have huge flows of data, we need that speed. We need users to see, like, yeah, some calculations, they are like in batches, but they don't want to see something like processing too long, so it should be real fast. That's why we are using Spark for that. So yeah, Databricks, like the main. We use Airflows to control all this DAX, all the flows inside the infrastructure. Yeah, so that's like the main for data science. So of course we have like a huge infrastructure for the backend development and so on, but in terms of data science, models, and AI, so that's the Databricks tool.
Mm-hmm. And regarding a specific MLOps toolkit, do you use technologies such as MLflow or Kedro?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Databricks, AWS, Databricks, they support MLflows. This is built-in like tool, so we are not reinvent the wheel and just use their technology.
Yeah. Yes. I have also like a few follow-up questions to what you already said. So maybe about the current focus and the most interesting challenges that you face at Metadata from business/product perspective and also from technological perspective. Can you share any of them?
So in terms of challenges, every data scientist knows that any model will have edge cases, and you should be prepared for that. You should you will always not find like all these edge cases before you test it in real life, because you can model it forever in your lab, but without like real users, their behavior, you will not know what is the real edge cases. And what I faced this year, that I thought that this is a real edge case. What is the edge case? It was with optimization, budget optimization, when it's not enough budget to do the full like optimization. So you have a lot of campaigns. You need to redistribute your budget in the most optimal way to give like more to best performance, less to lower performers. However, in this case, like the edge case with not enough budget, I thought that no, it's like a really a rare case, and we can like do some exception. But then I realized that the edge case is not the edge case; it's like the main case, not the main case, but really like a frequent case. And really, like my mistake that I was not really ready for that. So yeah, I had a plan. We had a plan with the team, but again, we thought that it's like 1% of the cases, and we rebuilt like the model completely, the approach completely, because we realized that, oh my god, this is a really like not an edge case, and it cannot be like processed with some exception. So it's not exception, and we need to find a way to work with that and to optimize, of course, with some help of the UI and UX, because you need to communicate some changes with user, because I noticed that marketers, they are not too ready for just black box, oh, your AI doing everything instead of you. So they don't really like that. They like automation. They like all these magical things done by technology. But again, they need to like understand what's going on, at least like in the UI. And so with the help of, the conclusion is that we rebuilt the algorithm completely to cover that case, to include more input parameters to the model, and communicate that better with the users.
And from a technological perspective, do you see like any gaps in the current technologies that make you impossible to deliver very interesting product features or make the life of marketers even easier? Or maybe is there anything on your data science wish list regarding the tools, algorithm that you would like to use, but it still doesn't exist, or maybe it's not mature enough?
I see. Interesting question. I always look at that from the perspective that we can do everything. It depends how you define the problem and how you define like the goal. I would not say that there is a lack in technologies exactly, I would say it might be not well processed, and you are not aware of all the restrictions, conditions of the model you are trying to solve. So I would say that more data, and I don't mean like the rows in terms of rows and volume. I mean in terms of parameters, like different parameters, to really find all the parameters which marketers apply when they judge their process. Because what we are trying to do, we try to replace the human, and we try to replace their own judgment. And I think that we still don't have all the parameters they use to judge their processes and flows. And I think that technologies are there, so we just need to like have enough input for them, because really with neural networks, you just need to grab everything, what is how people react. So for example, what I see interesting to do is for like to analyze content more, because what grab your attention in the newsfeed? Not like some text, not, I don't know, not your logo, but like the ad itself. Is it entertained enough? Do you like it? So what, like, you need 1 second of attention of user, like not user, but person, to like to catch his attention. And I think that what we can do like more is to analyze exactly this content, and how people react to the image, to the video, what catch their attention. And again, these computer vision techniques, we definitely can do that. But again, we need to be subjective and objective at the same time. How you like feel and see this ad as a user, as a person. So I would say that, yeah, that will be like a breakthrough for the marketing in terms of AI techniques.
Yeah. So how do you see the future of marketing? Do you think that in maybe 5-10 years it will be like completely driven by data and algorithms?
Yes.
Or we are not at this stage yet to think about marketing in this way?
I think we're definitely there. And I think that AI can easily, so with these GAN technologies, AI can easily generate you the content, really cool content. So we can be there, definitely, even like tomorrow. I would say even not in the too far away from today. And like from this routine content creation, like all the setup and so on, I definitely think that AI can replace all these steps. And what you just need, maybe you need like a control station just to tweak it as a person. But that's it. So you don't need to be like from point one to the last destination. So definitely you just need one person, need the control station, just click on some buttons, and that's it. So nothing more than that, I think, from my
yeah. So this could be like particularly useful to for example, smaller companies, because smaller companies are often founded by people with domain knowledge, and they want to solve particular product that they are very passionate about. And very often they don't have enough marketing and advertising skills to promote their product or their solution, even if it's a good solution and solves real problems. So this algorithm and data and AI could help them to reach a bigger audience and make sure that their message about some good product is delivered to them.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And really, today we live in world of marketing. We know that not the best solutions are on top of the market, but the best sold solutions on the market, and like that's really true. I totally agree with you what you said.
And do you see any like interesting changes in the marketing landscape during the current microeconomy environment? Do you think that the way how marketing activities and marketing initiatives are defined will change during the next year, assuming that we'll still live in high interest rate environment, in a high inflation environment, and possibly recession?
Yes, so definitely. So what I see now, that people like shrinking their expenses for the marketing, and the competition becomes more aggressive, I would say. And there is like two sides of this coin. So yes, you want to like slow down and like cut a little bit your expenses for the marketing, but at the same time you need to be better than your competitors. You need to be on the market anyway. You cannot be silent, and I think that it will be a balance given these two coincides. And I think that exactly due to this balance, we will not see like dramatic changes. So that's from my perspective.
Yeah. So I agree that that possibly some sectors and some companies might be affected harder, but still there are some other sectors that are booming. Let's say the green energy, for instance, and I'm curious what makes working with data and analytics at your company unique and special. So can you tell more about this?
So you mean from data scientist perspective?
Yes,
or business perspective?
From the data analytics / engineering and / science perspective.
Okay. So what I can say, that I definitely, like from day one, I learned new technologies and techniques. And again, I will repeat myself that it was new for me to work in product company. So what was the like interesting for the data scientist itself, who was in lab only? So I was like a little bit isolated from the product, and now I am in product like with all head. And I see the connection between all the infrastructural and all the data parts. I mean, backend, front end, data engineering, and data science, because really it's not like just the labs and we just like inventing something and that's it, like it's the final destination. I even changed my own vision on the CRISP-DM methodology, which defines data science project. So I think that the last like in the standard methodology of the data science projects, the last stage is deployment. And it means like you just find your code on like a server. But I changed my mind, and I think that the final stage, it should be productization, and productization means not only you deploy the code, but you also build it into existing system. You have the UI for that, and it cannot be done like just by designers. You still involved in that because you know the best the problem you solve. You can define help to define how it should be presented to the user. And then the last part, again, it's marketing, to like describe it in the best way, what you did, what your model do. And I think it also requires some data scientist involvement to help with that, like materials preparation and like defining all the like parameters and characteristics of this solution. So that was really new for me at Metadata. What else? Also, a lot of new technologies I learned. So basically, I never worked with Databricks before, and basically, it's a really like new technology, and it becomes more popular today, and it like really convenient and useful to have everything in one place. So you don't need to have your like laptop with huge power with the best GPU, because you can do everything on the cluster. So that's also like a big plus for that use. So I can do everything from my laptop, any huge model, anything, because before I used to do that on my local machine, for example. And what else? So also what I see, like which opportunity I see, also referring to my comment that I might be bored, that in this company at Metadata and in this industry, I see that any direction of the AI can be applied. So I mean, so for example, current main focus is stable data and performance for the campaigns, like users data, a lot of tabular data. But I see like so much opportunities, and I already mentioned today, like the computer vision technology to generate content, to analyze the content itself. Also, like to work with the text, audio, chatbots, it also can be implemented there. And I see like a huge plans for the future for the company to enable all these technologies, and any like specific niche of data science and artificial intelligence can be applied there. Like you just need to be creative, and what is more important is, again, not about technologies, about the problems you solve. So you define the problem, and then like technologies are there, you just apply them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's perfect answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this concludes our podcast episode. So I would like to thank you very much for this conversation and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you so much for having me there today.